This is Tom Harton, Polar Tech Teacher 2009 on the Bering Sea Seabird Ecology Project, St. Paul Island, Alaska. And I'm sitting on a base of a cliff overlooking the Murre colony at Zapadny Point. Beautiful spot just above the Bering Sea. I'm actually roped in because I'm pretty high up right here. Great numbers of common murres and thick-billed murres nesting on the cliff and just flying all around. What I've been doing is watching the birds as they've been feeding their offspring and making a record for each of the about a dozen or so birds that we're tracking here at this particular spot. Later on today we'll be catching a few of the birds and outfitting them with GPS units and tags and getting some measurements of the birds, releasing them and then trying to recapture them in a couple of days to see where the birds have gone and so forth. Right now though, we're just keeping track of what they're feeding their young, identifying the fish if we can. More often than not, it's just fish species, and we record whether it's a large fish or a small fish. Right now though, all kinds of seabirds are flying around. I've got tufted puffins going by, crested auklets. Down below there are probably about 50 or 60 fur seals, and I'm also looking at an Arctic fox right now, kind of working his way through the rocks, picking his way through the rocks. The sounds you may be hearing in the background are some of the murres. Every time a murre comes in, there's a cat call of sounds that come out when they bring in a fish or when they just visit the colony. They all kind of chuckle and chatter at one another as they do that. It's a cloudy day today, a little bit overcast. It's clouding up a bit more as the hours go on. I've been out here now for about 5 hours, coming up on about 5 hours, getting ready to wrap up my shift. But just enjoying this spot. Hopefully you're taking in some of the sounds and getting a bit of an impression of what it's like here on St. Paul.